Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Friends, on Thursday, May 30th, 2019, you are going to have the opportunity to vote on what I am holding in my hands here, which is our tentative agreement. I have to apologize, friends, that it took me a while to make this video, but that's because we had to read, reread, and then reread everything just to make sure that nothing was changed within our tentative agreement. So before you vote at your barn on Thursday, May 30th, 2019, let me give you a couple of the highlights pertaining to our tentative agreement. Number one, pertaining to our wage increases. Year one, 4%. Year two, 3.5%. Year three, 3.5%. I have to read you a disclaimer pertaining to years 2 and year 3. Year 2 and year 3 may each be delayed by 6 months if the joint report for either of those fiscal years, prepared by the controller, the mayor's budget director, and the board of supervisors budget analyst, projects a budget deficit that exceeds $200 million. So your second and third years could be potentially delayed if the budget deficit exceeds more than $200 million. That's unfortunately the off-ramp language that was thrown into, I think, every single contract in the city and county of San Francisco. So that pertains to the wage increases. Pertaining to the wage progression, friends, the 48-month wage progression has now been eliminated. It is now 36 months to max out in pay. The new hires will start off at 70% as opposed to 63%, and anybody who falls under the old 48-month wage progression will be bumped into the new 36-month wage progression. So congratulations on that. That is a huge victory. Moving on, premium pays. Our premium pays have now been increased. That's number one. Number two is every single one of our premiums has now been converted from a dollar amount to a percentage. And number three, every single one of our premiums is going to increase automatically every single time that we get a raise. How does that work? Let me explain it to you, friends. Let's take expert operator premium. It's been 50 cents for expert operator premium. It's been 50 cents for 20 years, friends. 20 years. Expert operator premium has been 50 cents for 20 years. Now that it's been converted to a percentage, it is now 3% of your base hourly rate of pay. What does that mean? That means that every single time that you get a raise, every single one of your premiums are going to increase automatically. That never has to be negotiated again, friends. That has been the problem with having a monetary issue, a dollar amount assigned to our premiums. The problem has been that expert operator premium has been 50 cents, friends. 50 cents for 20 years. Now it is 3% of the base hourly rate of pay. And every single time that you get a wage increase, your premiums automatically increase. Friends, this is spectacular. This is great news. Another thing that we were able to do with the expert operator premium pay, you know how it says that you have to be at one barn for 5 years or more. And if you go to another barn, you lose the expert operator premium pay. Friends, that language has been eliminated. That language has been removed. You can go to any barn that you want now, and you will not be penalized for it. You can go to any barn, and you will not lose your expert operator premium pay. Friends, I cannot begin to explain how unbelievable this has been. It's been 50 cents for 20 years. All you had to do, friends, was open up the book and read. All you had to do was open up the contract, and it was right there in black and white. All you had to do was open up the MOU and read that it's been 50 cents for 20 years. That's all we had to do, friends. All of the answers are in the book. All we had to do is open it up and read. That's all we had to do, friends. So congratulations to all of you, because this right here is a tremendous benefit for the entire fleet. Moving on, transit passes. Transit passes for dependents will now be extended from 19 years of age to 26 years of age. This one here was very interesting to me because there's a good friend of mine, Melvin, and Mel, this one was dedicated for you, because if you had not mentioned this to me, I would not have paid attention. So I don't have all the answers, friends, and you have been picking my brain and giving me suggestions and advice and all types of wisdom throughout the years. And so I thank all of you for bringing all these issues to me, which we were then able to bring to the table. So this one here pertaining to transit passes being extended from 19 years of age to 26 years of age, that one's dedicated to my buddy Mel. Part-time operators will now be eligible for transit passes on the same basis as full-time operators. Part-time operators will now be eligible for uniforms on the same basis as full-time operators. Each chairperson at each barn will go from 10 hours of straight pay to 11 hours of straight pay. Another incentive right then and there for all of us to get involved with the union. If you would like to run for a position, I highly encourage everybody to get involved. Please get involved. Remember, friends, the answers were in the book. All we had to do was read. That's all we had to do, friends. Moving on. Some operators, some of our membership have asked me, they've said, Roger, what did we give up? We heard that there was going to be a 3-year general sign-up and that they were going to separate the rail department and that they were going to take away the cable car turntable positions and the holidays and this and that. What did we lose? Friends, I have to answer that question, and I have to be blunt with you. I have to be frank with you. What did we lose? We lost nothing. That's exactly right, friends. We lost nothing. This is what happens when you stand together in unity as one group with one voice, moving forward, always forward. We lost nothing, friends. That's exactly right. We have nothing else to lose. They tried making the 2-year general signups every 3 years. We did not give that up, so we lost nothing. They tried taking away the cable car turntable positions. We did not lose that. We lost nothing. They tried taking away one of our holidays. Nah, friends, we didn't give that up. We lost nothing. We have nothing else to lose. The one thing that they will never take away from us is our dignity, our strength, our respect, and our honor. And as long as you stand with me, united as one group, moving forward under one voice, friends, we are going to lose absolutely nothing. This is what happens when you pick up the book and you read. This is exactly what happens. We get the best contract that transit operators have ever gotten. So congratulations to all of you, friends, for standing strong, standing firm, and standing united. This is what happens when you stand firm. Moving on. In terms of line trainer premium, we were able to increase the line trainer premium to 20% of the base hourly rate. However, you cannot refuse a student. You cannot refuse an assignment. A couple of the line trainers said, oh, well, you know what, Roger? We should have the right to choose not to do line training. And you're right. If you want to have that option, if you do not want to line train, you have the right to choose not to be a line trainer. So this is what we had to give in terms of being able to increase our line trainer premium. Line trainer premium is now 20% of their base hourly rate of pay, but you cannot refuse an assignment. Is that a loss, friends? Nah, not really, because you're still being paid for it, and you're being paid a higher amount. And if you don't want to be put in that position, you don't need to apply for being a line trainer, friends. Is that a loss for us? No, absolutely not. In terms of the general signups, the one minor change that was made to this process pertains to anyone from a rubber tire barn who wants to go to a rail barn will have to place their name on an annual rail list, the wish list. The only thing is that it's going to be every year this time, the wish list, as opposed to being every 2 years when you have to try to get into the rail department. Is that a loss for us, friends? No. I see it more as you actually have a easier, faster chance of trying to get into the rail department. Is that a loss for us, friends? Nah, not at all. Before signing off, friends, this message goes out to all the bargaining units out there, all the unions in general. For your next round of contract negotiations, if you have any monetary numbers associated with your premiums, please get them changed immediately to some type of percentage. That way, whenever you receive an increase in your wages, all of your premiums will increase automatically because of the fact that they are percentages. Once again, friends, this is by far, if you haven't realized it up until now, these past 10 minutes that I've been talking, this is by far the best contract that has ever been negotiated by this organization. Every single one of your premium pays are going to increase automatically every single time that you get a wage increase. And because of that, friends, we have to give credit where credit is due. And this contract was made possible because of you. This contract was made possible, friends, because of you. So the credit is yours because you stood firm in the face of adversity. You stood strong in the shadows of the unknown, and you stood united when sacrifices had to be made. And for that, friends, I salute you. I shake your hand. And I give you an ovation. This contract was made possible because you stood strong, you stood firm, and you stood united. This is exactly what happens when we move forward as one group. Strength through unity. Unity through strength. Congratulations, friends. Remember to vote on Thursday, May 30th, 2019. And I hope that we have a super majority victory in terms of approving this tentative agreement. Once again, friends, you should be very proud of yourselves. Congratulations to all of you. And until next time, friends, be safe out there.